Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're doing wonderful today, and I trust that everybody had a great Thanksgiving. If you do celebrate it, if you didn't, I hope you just had a great week. So today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how I would just do a very simple everyday makeup. And just so you guys know, the makeup that I do on camera on YouTube is exactly how I do my makeup on my own. I don't do anything fancy. I don't do anything special for the people of YouTube, and then I go do my own thing when I'm, running errands or date night with my husband or events or anything like that. It is exactly the same, whether it's here or in my bathroom or wherever it is that I get ready at. But today I want to show you guys just what I personally would do and maybe just a few little tips and tricks. But before I get right into it, my name is Carrie. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like my content. Please give the video a thumbs up. It'll help me out a lot. Thank you. Comment something below. It doesn't even really have to make a lot of sense, but YouTube loves the impressions. Thank you. I appreciate it. And to my current subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you so, so much for your support. All right. So the face is mostly prepped. I do have skincare on and I do have my primers on, and these are my primers. This is the photo or the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur primer. It's a mouthful. That's on the face. And then I use the Ulta Beauty Matte Veil Primer for the eyes, the long wear eye primer. When you're doing a quick makeup look, it's not the time to experiment. Use products that are tried and true that you know work well for you. That is my biggest tip that I could give you guys. Not the time to experiment. What I do with my foundation. Hold on. I got it. I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty Complexion Crush. This is a medium coverage foundation and I'm in medium neutral. And I am probably going to fast forward this or cut the tape because I'm an overblender, you guys. Okay, it is tedious to watch me do this over and over and over again. I do not need to blend as much as I do, but it's what I do. So I'm just going to keep pushing this into the skin, kind of blending it in, getting it kind of moved around. So when you come back and I have a nice face, don't worry. I know it looks orange, but it'll oxidize. And once it's blended all out, it'll look really nice. Okay, guys, I think the foundation is over blended enough. I can move on. Anyways, let's move on to concealer. What did I do with my concealer? Another tip too is you guys have your makeup bag. Like here's my makeup bag. I keep all my staple, here's my concealer. I'm going to use the Ulta Beauty Serum Glow Foundation. I don't know if that's the actual name. I'll link everything below, but Inner Glow Serum. I'm again in medium neutral, but I have my makeup bag right there is where I keep all my staples. All my staples that I know I'm going to pull out and use on a regular basis. Where is my, okay, here we go. Here's a brush. This is an Anissa concealer, angled concealer brush, you guys. And I'm sorry I have not been telling you the brushes. The brush that I used to blend out my foundation was a Rephr B02. Again, quick and easy kind of everyday makeup is not the time to experiment with makeup per se. And also with tools, use makeup tools, brushes, sponges, whatever it is, puffs, that you use. Make sure you're familiar with them because new brushes perform differently. New products or different products that you're not familiar with, they can't, as far as beauty tools go, they can, there's a learning curve sometimes with them. I just recently for Black Friday got some more Rephr brushes. Let me show them to you because they're just so pretty. If you haven't used Rephr brushes, you guys, you're missing out. These are probably my favorite brushes, but they're handmade in Japan. Look at how beautiful that is. Here, let me undo this. I'm not going to use these brushes on camera yet because, again, I'm not familiar with how they perform. Just drop them all over the floor. Hold on. This is the Shodo eye collection. Now, I'm familiar with Rephr brushes as far as you know, their other ones, but I've never used the Shodo, if I'm even saying that properly. So this is 03, 00, and 02. These are eye brushes. Show them to you really quick. But I'm not going to use these on camera right now because I'm not familiar with how they perform. I have a general idea of how they might perform, but again, quick and simple, easy makeup. It's not the time for this. But I did want to show you how beautiful they were and how nice, you know, nicely packaged they came. Anyways, all right, let's move on. Oh yeah, let's set this under eye with, where did it go? Right here. I'm going to use my Bare Minerals. This is just the original Mineral Veil Translucent Powder. Yeah, so make sure your tools that you're using, your products that you're using, that you are very, very familiar with. Because if you're like me and you try to experiment, as long as I have been doing makeup, I make mistakes a lot. And when you're trying to be quick, you ain't got time to correct all your mistakes. All right, very good. The face is looking good. I think this foundation's a little dark for me now. I'm getting a little pasty since it's been a little bit cooler here in Florida. All right, let's go in with bronzer. I'm going to use my tried and true NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. This one's in Buttercup. It is a light neutral. I know that it works fantastic. I absolutely love it. If you guys do not, I'm trying to find a good brush. All my brushes are dirty, you guys. So I'm like, not wanting to clean them. Anyways, let's go in with the, I'll use an e.l.f. Complexion duo brush. This is great for bronzer. But if you don't have the Buttermelt line from NYX, any of them, the blushes, the bronzers, the highlighters, oh, you are missing out. It is such a good, I mean, fantastic. Probably my favorite. I know that there are some of you who do have this line. You can vouch, comment below. But when I do simple, quick makeup, like every day, my complexion, I always keep the same because you guys, I have a routine. I don't like to veer out of my routine. Like I mentioned before, it is just something that works for me. So I don't experiment. And routine, or I'm sorry, my face routine, let's just do a little bit. Let's just do a little bit right there. Stays the same. What I will adjust is my eye makeup, which you guys will see me do here in a second. I'm not going to go full glam, you know, with my eyes. Because again, we're going for simple every day. All right. Bronzing is done for the most part, I think. Hold on. Let me just double check it because when I'm editing sometimes, I'm always like, Carrie, why didn't you blend that out properly? Because I can't see. My light ring is blinding me. I can't see anything. And I'm looking in a tiny viewfinder that's right here. I know you guys are here, but the viewfinder's right there. But it's like, I need one of those like monitors to like connect to my camera. And then I can actually look at myself a little bit bigger. But anyways. All right, now let's go with blush. Buttermelt from NYX, the Buttermelt blush. This one's in Butter Together. It's a neutral pink, so it will go fantastic with whatever eye look I do. I like the neutrals, but I do like a good pink too. But pink can be very cool toned, and it can give me a gray cast. So no bueno, it does not look good. But the neutral pinks, I can hang with. They're okay. And this just, oh, it's so pretty. And these Buttermelts have a little bit of a glow to them, so you don't even need a highlighter, which is nice because when you're going for simple, you might want to skip that step, which I often do. Okay, so let's do the eyebrows really, really quick. I'm going to use my $1 Billion Beauty eyebrow pencil in Universal. Absolutely love these. Again, it's tried and true. You guys have seen me use this a million times. Let me brush these wretched brows out. But $1 Billion Beauty is so good. I love how creamy the formula is. I buy mine from TJ Maxx. I can get these for $4.99 at TJ Maxx, but they do, they are offered on $1 Billion Beauty website. I think they're like 18 bucks. But I do think that they are absolutely worth it. I just love how easy and how quickly it just glides. All right, let me finish up the other one. All right, there we go. Brows are done. And I went in there and I kind of fluffed them up, kind of made them look a little bit better. But okay, so now let's move on to the eyes. All right, so when it comes to the eyes and you're trying to do quick and easy for me or an everyday, for me, less is more. So I'm going to go with a very simple palette. I'm going to go with a 4-pan palette. It's quick, it's easy. What you see is what you get. You got 2 mattes, a shimmer, and a metallic here. This is the LA Girl Foreplay in Feel Good. Let's use a rougher 15. Let's go into this shade right here. There are no names. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. How clever of them. And I'm going to take this. This is going to be my transition and my crease color and probably my outer V. I recently, okay, do you see how I'm tapping into my crease? And now I'm going to blend it upwards. This is just a technique that I use personally because I know that it works for me. My eyes are incredibly hooded. I have very loose skin. And putting down pigment as a, like stamping first and then working upwards to blend out works well for me. Look how beautifully that just blended out. The reason why I stamp is because I have loose skin. So if I go in there and just automatically start the windshield wiper motions, my loose skin goes with it. And so therefore I sometimes get an uneven application of makeup. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I had a subscriber who's new to my channel, actually. Oh, let me put that. Let me deposit that. She's new to my channel and she had asked, you know, how do I get my makeup so perfect in my outer V? Can I do a video showing how I do it? This, you guys are not going to like this answer. Let me tell you why my outer V looks perfect. It's truly, it's not, because you guys know I complain about it. My eyes give me agita. You guys know, but practice. You guys, it's it. There is no magic formula for one person. I'm going to take this matte right here and highlight the brow bone. There is no magic formula for one person because everybody's eyes are, what did I do with my brush? Here we go. This is just an angled brush. I'm going to highlight the brow bone. Everybody's eyes are different. And the way that I apply my makeup is going to be completely different the way you apply your makeup. So my best advice is to practice. Practice, practice, practice. And I know that a lot of you don't like that answer. And I'm sorry. It's kind of like, well, how do I lose weight? Okay, well, stop eating, Carrie. Stop eating so much. I don't like that answer. I want a magic pill, okay? But the reality is that I'm just going to deepen up with that pink little bit on the outer V here on both of my eyes. The reality is that you just have to practice, and that's it. You have to figure out, how does the brush fit in your hand? What are the angles that you like to use? What brushes do you like to use? What makeup do you like? Figuring out your eye shape. Mine are very hooded. I got loose skin. I got weird hairs growing in weird spots on my eyelids that catch on my makeup. You know, it's all these like little things that you have to figure out for your eye, right? This wasn't really a tutorial for, where's my glue? Glitter glue. Okay, I'm going to use AOA Studios Tacky Base. It is a glitter glue. I don't know that they sell this anymore. I don't know if it's just out of stock, but any glitter glue will work. NYX has a great glitter glue. It's called Glitter Primer. But anyways, I'll link NYX below. If this one's in stock, I'll link it, but I don't think it is. So I'll put the NYX. But what was I talking about, you guys? It's here and it's gone. It's here, it's gone. Oh yeah, makeup. Oh, what's in my nose? You know, I didn't mean for this to be a here, I'm gonna go in with this metallic right here. Ooh, it's gonna be really pretty. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. But watch my videos. If you want to learn how to do makeup, watch my videos and just see how I do mine and then just try to mimic it. I mean, that's all that I can really say. There's not like a magic formula. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers out there that'll be like, oh, this is gonna work. This is tried and true. And yes, that's true for them. And possibly people who might have that shape eye, but you know, your eyes might be almond, your eyes might be downturned, your eyes might be very hooded like mine, your eyes might be really big and bright. Like, you're gonna have to figure out how makeup goes on your eye best for you. So I don't want to sell anybody like a fantasy that, oh yes, this is gonna work for everybody. You know, it's like, stop talking like that, influencers. y'all know darn well that not everything works for everybody else. Stop trying to sell your products or whatever, you know, or get clicks on your video, which I get. I get it. I understand. Oh, makeup techniques that work for everybody. It's like, no, they don't. No, they do not. Okay, that is perfect. It doesn't look perfect. If I showed you guys really up close, you would see a lot of mistakes, but I guarantee you that my light ring and my camera blurs a lot, so you guys can't see a lot of my mistakes that I do make. All right, now let's do something with the inner corner with this nice little shimmer here. Go with a real small flat shader brush. Generally I would want like a domed brush, but you know what? I don't got it in here, so we do what we got to do. In that palette. Oh, it's pretty and it's sparkly. That shade is so sparkly. Tap it off. I get too much sometimes. Okay, yeah, this flat shader brush is not working that great, so I'm going to go in with a Refer 14. I know that that works very, very well. Yeah, so let's bring it up and over a little bit. Let's get some sparkle happening with the eye. A little bit. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm going to take a little bit of that shade on my finger and just kind of go in the middle of the lid there. Nothing special. It doesn't even have to, that's it. That's as far as I'm going to take it. I'm not even going to do anything with my lower lash line, I don't think, unless, well, yeah, let me go in with this one on my lower lash line, the matte. Let's just add a little bit, since I'm not going to do any, I'm not going to do no wing. I'm not going to do any, oh, what do you call it? Nothing in my waterline. Okay, it looks nice. It looks really good. It's simple and it's easy, but it's still really fun. It's got a little sparkle to it. It looks really good. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying to you guys. It's here and it's gone. Say it with me. It's here, it's gone. One of the ways that I learned a long time ago, I'm self-taught, was by watching YouTube. I would just watch videos over and over and over and over again, different people, to try to figure out, okay, well, what technique are they using? And then I would practice on my own eyes, because back then, let's go in with mascara real quick while I talk to you guys. I am not going to put on eyeliner. This is one of the ways that I can keep my makeup look really simple, is just forego the eyeliner altogether. But I am going to go with mascara, and I'm going to break a rule that I just mentioned. Don't try any new products. But because I've been doing makeup for a long time, I feel like I can get away with trying a new mascara. And this is the Grand Mascara from Grand Cosmetics. Conditioning Peptide Mascara. Look at this giant box with this little tiny... But anyways, this was part of Ulta's Black Friday. That used to be $12 mascara, high-end mascaras that are now $14 mascaras. But I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm bitter. Anyways, I want to try this out so bad, so I'm gonna do that. I feel like mascara you can get away with experimenting a little bit. Anyways, all right, so let's try this, and since this is gonna stay simple, I don't want to go too heavy with it, but first impression, it's gripping my lashes, which is great. I can kind of tell off the bat that you can really build this up, which is nice. Dry enough to grip my lashes, but not too dry. It's still emollient. It doesn't have the Fenty Hella Thick or the It Cosmetics Real Dry formula. I love those dry formulas, you guys. If you've been watching me a long time, you know I love the dry formulas because they grip my unruly lashes. This is working good. Actually, okay, I'm a little impressed. I don't know why the wand is so short. And this is a full-size product, you guys. But okay, let's do the lower. And yeah, you gotta make a face. You gotta make a goofy face. It's required. I'm liking how natural that's looking. Especially for, okay, now I'm going to go back in, you guys. Here's my second coat, but I'm going to do that on this eye. So technically for this eye, it's my first coat. I'm liking how natural my lashes are looking. I'm curious. Uh-oh, what happened to my nose here? Oh my God, you guys, how long has that been on my nose? Hopefully you didn't even notice. Let me finish this eye really quick, but I'm curious as to how built up and how dramatic I could get this mascara with a more, you know, drama-filled eye look. If that makes any sense. All right, let me finish this. Okay, guys, the mascara is on. You know, okay, first impression, I like this. I'm it looks really nice. I feel like it looks really natural. But I do think, like I mentioned before, I wonder how much you could build this up. Hold on, I feel like I got a little clump right here. I don't know. I don't even know if that fixed it, but I tried. Okay, so now let's move on to the lips. I think this look is almost done, but first, hold on. Let me mat these brows down. I'm going to use the LA Girl Brow Perfect in clear really quick. This stuff works really, really good. Okay, so I think I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Pillow Balm. This one's in Berry Jam Kiss. Come on. I can't get these out. Come on. I gotta break the box. I hate that. I hate that when I gotta break the box because I like to sometimes keep my boxes. Anyways, look at how pretty that is. All right, let's put this on. This is more of like a serum. It's ultra hydrating and nourishing lip treatment. So whatever that means, Too Faced. Smells like berries. Y'all know how I feel about scent in my makeup, but hopefully it'll dissipate. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that is so, so pretty, you guys. That is so nice. That's gorgeous. And it matches the eyes perfectly. It's a lip treatment, but I feel like it's like a menthol almost, like a minty. Um, it does have a strong berry scent, but you know how Too Faced is. I'm almost at the point where I almost cannot buy Too Faced anymore because of how heavily scented their palettes and stuff are. But wow, that is a beautiful, and it feels good on the lips. It's a beautiful shade. Ooh, that's really pretty. It matches these eyes perfect. All right, let's spray the face. I'm going to use the NYX Face Glue Spray. I know it was a lot. I'm also an oversprayer along with an over, as I am an over blender. Let's let this dry. But you guys, this is simple makeup. So my complexion, I do the same. I don't experiment with any new products. No bueno, okay? I've gotten in trouble with that. Less is more, using small palettes, 6-pan palettes, 4-pan palettes. What you see is what you get. There's not going to be a lot of thought about the makeup look you're going to achieve. Again, it is not the time to experiment when you're doing quick and easy everyday makeup. Use products and tools that you know are tried and true that work for you. Yeah, and then just keep it simple. You know, I didn't do any highlighting. I did not do any like eyeliners at all. But the look is simple. It's easy. It's fun. It's a lot of things. It's perfect for just going out every day. And it only took me not even 30 minutes. And I was talking to y'all half the time, you know, so, so it took me longer than it would have taken me if I was just doing it on my own without speaking. Okay, I think this is dry. All right, well, let me show you guys. I think I can show you guys the final look now. Okay, guys, this makeup look is complete. That is just a very quick, easy, everyday makeup look that I would personally do. Some tips and tricks. Minimal. I know that it's minimal, but that's the whole point, right? And you don't have to even do something this sparkly like on the eyes. And I really toned it down. If y'all been, this is toned down compared to what I normally do. But it's still very simple, and it's still something for every day that wouldn't look out of place, you know, running errands or going to school or going to work or just doing a quick, you know, whatever, because you want to look pretty going out of the house. So, you know, you don't have to necessarily, have a 4-pan palette or whatever. If you have a large palette, but you're familiar with it and the colors in there, go with what you're familiar with. Like I said, it's not the time to experiment when you're doing, simple, easy, quick, everyday makeup. So you guys comment below. Tell me what you think. Share your tips and tricks. We would all love to know. Please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.